A conference like today, it's about infrastructure, and it brings together a lot of people involved in infrastructure in a range of different areas in the country. And from the city's perspective, we're very interested in infrastructure for a few different reasons, one of which is provision of infrastructure is key to the society around the Dublin area. It's also, building of infrastructure is jobs intensive, and we are always interested in understanding what we can do from a city perspective, to promote projects or to help bring projects on stream that will build infrastructure for the citizens. Broadband is a classic example. They have issues down the country around broadband, but we also have issues around the city around provision. So a conference like today brings everybody together. We can kick those things about and see where we take them.
Inevitably, investment gets focused initially in urban areas, but at Eircom what we're doing is we're deploying a national broadband network. We're going to come out and cover 1.2 million homes with an ambition to take that business case further. We're actively developing solutions for smaller communities and ultimately with a view to taking it out as far as the business case will justify. In the end, there is definitely a role for government in funding the edges of the network, however. We do feel that the government's national broadband plan is working. I mean, as an engineer, the route to solving any problem is identifying the problem. We were an active participant in the National Broadband Task Force. We welcome the findings of it. Obviously, we recognise that Eircom has a key role to play as an industry investor in delivering on the National Broadband Plan. But obviously, there is a role for government at the edge to fulfil the broadband needs of the country where there is no intrinsic business case for it.
We very much welcome the government's National Broadband Plan. They published that last year. We are concerned, however, that a three-speed Ireland may emerge, whereby the cities will have the very high speeds of 100 megs and the more rural areas will have 30 megs or 40 megs. Again, this will impact on the potential to attract investment into these areas. We would be concerned that they would look at the potential for investment in supporting fibre networks. Fibre networks are the most future-proofed investment broadband deployment mechanism, and there is a real need to ensure better competition in services in rural areas. And by further investing in fibre networks, it allows more competition and more commercial activity and more competition in services to improve the offering to rural businesses and regional businesses.
The mobile industry is evolving dramatically in the next number of years. What was a traditional voice and text service is no longer. Now customers can use data services and mobile data services on the move anywhere and any place. Government is absolutely key in the development of all of Ireland's telecommunication services, and they have been very supportive to date. I mean, like recently we had our spectrum auction, which again government and industry was involved in making that come about, but also in acquiring that spectrum. It's a key enabler. Without spectrum we can't deliver the services, so that would have been key to us. I guess also access to property and where we can mount antennas in a very environmentally friendly way, and that's what we're about, and energy efficiency and all of that. So we're very willing to work with government and industry in general to help us to overcome those obstacles, but at the same time deliver a great service to our customers.